Hello there and welcome to this guide, this easy to follow guide on how to create an achievable daily routine. What gave me the idea to create this particular video for you is I only very recently I myself discovered just how important it is to have a daily routine. Because I used to work, I was always going out, I was doing this, doing that, and I had quite a good sort of daily routine. But then recently, unfortunately, I lost my mum. She passed away of cancer, and I haven't been able to work. I've been stuck indoors and I've been getting so bored. At first, it was good. It was good to have that time on my own to heal and grieve and go through that grieving process. So I needed that time. But as time's gone on, I'm still unable to work because I've been having health issues because of my loss. But I've realized just how boring it is being stuck indoors all day and trying to fill those little pockets of time in the day. And it started making my mental health, my emotional health worse. I was definitely getting worse and worse with it. My physical health was getting worse, my mental health, my emotional health. On every level, it's just, I had no structure, no routine, nothing, and it was not doing me any good. I started feeling a lot more bad days than good days, put it that way. So that kicked me into gear, and I thought, look, I've got to do something. I've always had a routine. I function better with a routine. And that's when I really realized just how important it is to have a good daily routine. And it took me a few attempts, a few tries, trial and error things. But in the end, I got there and I've created a daily routine that works brilliantly for me. And it's achievable. And it's really helped my mental health, my emotional health, my physical health has improved literally overnight since doing this routine. So I want to teach you how to do that. So without further ado, if you would like to create your own achievable daily routine, whether you're working, whether you're at home, doesn't matter what your situation is, you can have a routine anyhow. It's always important to have a routine, whether you're in a career or not, whether you're at home. I just use my example of why I was inspired to do this. But if you're ready to, then let's jump into this and I'll show you exactly how to do it. The first thing to do is to sit down, preferably with a pen and paper. That you can do this in your mind, but I always find putting good old-fashioned pen to paper works brilliantly. So just sit down with the pen and paper and do some brainstorming. Really think about your life. Think about your routine at this present point in time. Do you have a daily routine? If you do, is it a healthy one? Is it good? Is it working for you? What changes can you make within your daily routine? What tweaks and changes do you want to make? What are your goals? What are your goals each day? That's going to really help to make each day a lot more structured for you, a lot more happier, just to help you feel less stressed and healthier and better mentally, emotionally, physically, and in every way. So really brainstorm, put some thought and feeling into what your current routine is, the structure you have in your life. Is it working? Is it not working? What changes can you make? And what are your goals? What would make each day a better day for you? And then you can just think of 3 goals. I chose 3 on this paper, as you can see there, but you can do as many as you like. That's just an example if you look on your screen. So for example, you can say, right, I'm oversleeping every day. If I look at my life, I don't really have a routine when it comes to sleeping. So I need to wake up earlier. I sleep till 9, 10 o'clock. That's not doing me any good. My day's getting wasted. I wake up, I'm heavy. I seriously need to change that. So my first goal of what I want to change within my daily routine is I need to wake up earlier. So that could be like a goal. That's just an example. And then you could think a second goal. What's another goal? What would really improve my life, improve my daily routine, really help me out? Prioritize my time. That could be a second goal. Perhaps you overwork or you're too busy. You're working, come home, cooking, taking the kids to school, doing this, doing that. overdoing things, you're just not having any time for you. So it could be that your second goal, something you would really like to incorporate into your daily routine, is more you time. You want to prioritize your time so you have more time for yourself, and so that you're not overstressed, not taking on too many responsibilities, and not rushing around. And you could think of a third goal. These are just examples. So third goal, you could think, well, this sort of ties in with the prioritize my time. I do need to have more me time and have more fun. I can't remember the last time I went out. I can't remember the last time I had coffee with a friend or went to see a movie or did anything for myself. So my third goal is I need to find a way to prioritize my time and to make time for me, to get out more, have fun, socialize. So I need to shake up my routine a bit so I can make time for that. So you're looking at goals of things that you can do and change to really help you in your day-to-day life, to help you with your routine, to make a new routine that you can incorporate these things into your routine or make your life easier, happier, or more where you want it to be. Okay, so once you've created your goals, you thought about it, you know exactly what your goals are that are going to help make your day easier for you, then you can start creating action plans for each goal. So you go back to your very first goal. You could have created 1 or 10 goals, however many it is for you. But go back to your first goal. And so I'm going to use the example you can see on your screen. So the first goal there is wake up earlier. So you think, right, I need an action plan so I can start waking up earlier each day. What action steps can I take to achieve this? So you do action plan and you start writing points of all the different action steps you could take. So in this example, you could say, right, action step, have a set wake up time each day. Set an alarm step, that's point number 2. Number 3, have a set bedtime. Number 4, go to bed earlier. Those are action steps I could take so that I'm able to wake up earlier. And then you do the same process with goal number 2, goal number 3, and all your goals. So you create your goal, the goal you want to achieve within your daily routine, and then you create an action step plan and list points, as many points as you want on action steps that you can actually take, things you can actually do and take to achieve your goal. And then you could even write down some notes like there, and as you can see down the bottom of that diagram on your screen, it says notes, plan how to effectively fit all into my day. Keep trying till I find a routine that works for me. Do things in moderate. Don't put pressure on myself. Make my routine achievable and realistic. So write different notes, different points. Really put some time, thought, and effort into this to help you create a routine that is going to be exactly right for you and achievable. Now that you've got a good idea of what your goals are, what you're hoping to achieve each day, and what would make your day a more happier, stressless, just a feel-good day, now you can really go on to actually creating a routine. So the one that you can see on your screen is my personal one. It's the one that I use every day. It's my new routine, which I created very recently and which has worked for me. Now, what works for me will not necessarily work for you. I'm just putting this up to show you an example of how you could create your own daily routine. Because we all have different lives, we're all different people, we have different responsibilities, different things to do in our lives. So your daily routine, which works for you, could look completely different to what mine looks like. Use mine just as a guide, as an example, to give you inspiration on how to create your own. And to come to my one, I actually had like a rough draft of this. I first did a rough draft of my daily routine. So I would suggest doing a rough draft first. And then try it out. It took me several attempts. I would try out for a week or a few days. I'll try out one sort of particular routine that I created, and I'll see what works, what doesn't. So, for example, I was waking up maybe 6 o'clock in the morning. I was thinking, look, this is just too early. Another extra hour would make all that difference. It really would help. So I'm going to change it to 7. And you try. So it's trial and error. Create a draft. daily routine. Give it a try. Give it a good 2-3 days try, and you'll soon see what works for you, what doesn't work, and you can switch it up a bit. You can alternate it a bit, try a bit this, try a bit that, change it here and there until you have a daily routine that is perfect for you, that is exactly right for you, and that works for you. It took me literally 3, 4, maybe even 5 attempts. I can't remember now. Of actually keep trying, creating a daily routine, giving it a go, and seeing what works before I actually came to this one that you see on your screen now that actually does work for me, until I found a daily routine that is perfect for me, it is achievable, and that I can do. So don't just give up. Don't just throw in the towel if you create a daily routine, it doesn't work, and you think, oh, this is just rubbish, it's not working, I give up, I'm just going to do it up, please. Please don't do that. Keep going back to the drawing board. Do little tweaks here, do little changes there. Just those tiny tweaks and changes can make all the difference. And eventually, with trial and error, that's one of the most important things. Trial and error. Keep trying, go back to it. You will eventually create a daily routine that is right for you and that is achievable. There's two main things you've got to really think of that a lot of people do, and they throw in the towel and they give up on their daily routines before they even begun. And these two main things is, one, make your daily routine achievable. Sometimes we can set our goals and our sights so high that we make these unrealistic daily routines that just don't work, that's unrealistic. We feel disheartened and disappointed. We start doubting ourselves, thinking, oh, I couldn't hack it, I couldn't do it, I couldn't achieve it, I throw in the towel, I give it up. That's why it's so important to make it achievable. And that is another reason why making draft ones, doing a trial and error period, will help you to eventually come up with a finished product that is achievable. And the second thing is trial and error. Don't just give up on the first, second, or third attempt and think, oh, this is not working. Go back to the drawing board, make little tweaks, make little changes. Notice during the day as you're practicing your daily routines what works for you, what doesn't, and really put into place the things that can make it work. And if you do this, it won't be long and you will have the most perfect daily routine that is achievable, that works for you, and that will really help to reduce stress, help with your mental health, emotional, physical health, and just help you to have a much more happier, productive, and good day. More structure. It'll give you more structure in your life. So thank you for watching. I hope you found this to be helpful. Please do like, share, and subscribe. I'll really and truly appreciate it ever so much. Please also leave your comments. Let me know how you found this exercise, if you do it, if you find it helpful or not. And if you have any suggestions on how to create an achievable daily routine, then please do share them. I'd love to hear them, and I'm sure others would love to hear them too. So thanks again, and I wish you all the very, very best.